Hi all, today we will be discussing a problem on the topic resultant from the subject engineering mechanics. So the problem is the highest and lowest value for the resultant of two forces F1 and F2 are 17 Newton and 3 Newton respectively. Determine the angle between them when the resultant is root of 149 Newton. So when you read the question you can understand we have two forces which are F1 as well as F2. So when these two forces are acting in a particular direction, what will happen? The resultant will have the maximum value of 70 Newton. So this is the maximum possible value for the resultant. Then the second case, what is mentioned that the lowest value of resultant which is obtained is 3 Newton. That is, in when these forces are acting in some other manner, the lowest value of the resultant is observed to be 3 Newton. And what are we supposed to find out? We have to find the angle between the forces F1 and F2 when their resultant is having a value of root of 149 Newton. So that is what we have to find out. So let us see. So when will two forces have maximum value for the resultant? We know that when these forces are acting in the very same direction, they will have the maximum value for their resultant. That means when we add F1 and F2, the two forces should be acting in the same direction. Then we can directly add these forces. And in that case, we will be getting the maximum value for their resultant. And in this case, it will be equal to F1 plus F2. And that will give you 17 Newton. And when will these forces have minimum resultant? When they act in the opposite direction. That means when we have F1 minus F2, that is the condition for minimum resultant and its value is given as 3 Newton. Now we have two equations and two unknown forces, that is F1 and F2 is unknown to us. So let us try to solve them. So if you solve these two equations, you can see, suppose we are adding this equation, what will happen? We will get 2F1 is equal to 20. So from here when you add it, F2 will cancel out and on RHS we have 17 plus 3. So like that we will get 2F1 is equal to 20. And from this, what will be the value of F1? F1 will be equal to 10 Newton. Now we have the value of F1 and we have a relation connecting F1 and F2. So why don't we substitute the value of F1 in one of the relation and find the value of F2? So let's try that. So I am just using the very first equation. I am putting, instead of F1, I am putting 10 Newton here. Then I will get F2 is equal to 17 minus 10. So 17 minus 10 is 7 Newton. Now I know the value of F1 as well as F2. F1 is 10 Newton, F2 is 7 Newton. Now let's come to the second part. That is the main part is determine the angle between these two forces so that the value of resultant will be root of 149 Newtons. So let's try to first of all write the equation for the resultant, calculation of the resultant. So the equation is R is equal to root of F1 square plus F2 square plus 2 times F1 F2 cos alpha, where alpha is the angle between F1 and F2. We already know the value of F1 and F2 as well as the resultant. The value of resultant is root of 149. The value of F1 and F2 we have already found out. So let us try to substitute that. So when you substitute it, and I am also taking the square on both the sides so that here I will have r square. The value of r was root of 149. So root of 149 square is 149 and this will be equal to, here we were already having a square root. So when you square it, this square root will go away. So the remaining thing is f1 square plus f2 square plus 2 times f1 f2 cos alpha. Let's substitute the values. F1 is 10, f2 is 7. So when you substitute it, it will be something like this. But we don't know the value of alpha. But in this expression, you can see the alpha is the only variable for which we don't know the value. So why don't we solve that? So when you solve it, you can see alpha will be coming as 90 degrees because here we have 149, here we have 10 square which is 100, here we have 7 square which is 49. So 100 plus 49, 149. So when you take this 149 to the left, what will happen? 149 minus 149, it will become 0 and 0 divided by any number will give you again 0. So what we will get is like we will take this 2 into 10 into 7 to the denominator. So 0 divided by 2 into 10 into 7 will be equal to cos alpha, or we can see that cos alpha is equal to 0. From that, when you take cos inverse of 0, you will get alpha is equal to 90 degrees. So this is the angle between the two forces. That is, when F1 and F2 are acting at an angle of 90 degrees, we will be getting the resultant as root of 149 Newton. So this is how you will solve this problem.